Hey guys, I'm Melhorn. In this video, we're going over 3 gadgets for fishing and the outdoors that I really like. Alright guys, if you watch my YouTube channel long enough, you'll know that I've had some, I call them gadgets sent to me. They're really just things that outdoorsmen, fishermen can use. People will send these things to me to try out, see if I like them. And some of them I do, some of them you never hear about. But there are 3 of them that really stand out that I was thinking about today on the boat. I said, you know what, I haven't really given an update on these things since I started using them. And people are probably wondering if I'm still using them. And I'm gonna bring you up to date on where these things stand and what I think about them. Now the first one I really like, and I use it constantly, and that's these solar charged lights from Hybridlight. Yeah, that's bright. These things come in a variety of styles and a variety of sizes. I did a video on these things earlier when I got them sent in to me, and I've kind of just been using them ever since. I've got several different versions of them. This is one that I keep in the truck with me. It's got this little LED, they all have LED lights in them. This is one that is great on guide trips in the morning. People are coming down to the boat before dark. I can light up the dock there with it. They can see what's going on. It's also got one on this end that acts more as a flashlight. It's very cool. The head bends. The coolest thing is this back here is a magnet. This will stick to just about anything metal. So it's really cool. The cool part is they're solar powered. So are solar charged. You recharge them. These have rechargeable batteries in them, and you can, lay them on the console of your boat, the dash of your truck, and they stay charged. So that is the cool thing about them. This one actually has a plug where you can plug it into the wall and charge it up that way. There are several different styles of them. One is this little lantern style light here that opens up and pretty bright. It gets brighter, it gets worse. That one's pretty cool, and it also has this on the end here. And it also has a little USB that you can actually plug your cell phone into to charge it, which is really cool. This one actually doubles as a speaker. It actually has a speaker built into it so that you can Bluetooth music to it and have your little speaker on the boat. Again, a little solar panel on it. So these things are pretty cool. I like them so much, I've got a link on my website, melhornfishing.com. Right there on the opening page, there's a link you can click on to go check these out, check out the company. I think it's cool stuff. Pretty innovative. I like the fact that you just lay them somewhere in the sun and they recharge. If you really burn them down and you need it the next morning, like with these, you can plug it into the wall. These have little bitty cords that you can plug in to charge them. So pretty cool product. They've held up. I think I've had them well over a year now running them, and I like them, enjoy them. If it's something you're looking at, if you're using flashlights all the time like I am, they're worth getting. Now this next item is really cool. It is a battery. It's a big battery for recharging stuff. This is from a company called PAXS. I did a video on these things showing them off. It's basically a big lithium battery, and it's rechargeable. It's got ports on it to where you can plug a USB cord into and recharge your cell phone. If you watched any of my live streams from the boat when I'm fishing, I always have my cell phone plugged into this box to power the phone and keep the power up, because when you're doing a live stream on a phone, it really sucks down the power. So I use this thing all the time. It's got a cigarette lighter plug on it if you got something that runs off of a cigarette lighter. And it's got just a standard household style plug that you could plug something in. Now, you're not gonna run a refrigerator off this thing, but if you've got an aerator or something like that, you could run that, a small light, maybe a weather radio, something like that. It's really cool. This thing is rechargeable. I'll be honest with you. I think in the 2 years I've had it on the boat, year and a half, however long it's been, I think I've recharged it 2 times. I don't run a ton of power off of it. You're not gonna crank the boat with this thing, but it's great for powering little things, phones, if you got a camera, if you got a small light on the boat, it's great for that. It's turned out to be a pretty cool little gadget to have on the boat. Now you may ask yourself, well, why don't you just use your boat battery to charge all this stuff? You can. If you've got connections on your boat to where, you know, you've got USB plugs, that kind of thing, that's great. Some boats don't have it. If you got a John boat, something like that, if you got a kayak, you may not have all those kind of connections. So something like this is cool to carry around. It's also cool to carry if you're going camping, something like that, to where you just need something to charge your cell phone, a little light at night. Very cool little gadget. I've been happy with it. It works. I keep it on the boat. One day I took it off the boat because we went camping or something, and I forgot to put it back on there, and I was like, man, I ain't got my charger from the phone. So I've come to like it, come to use it. I'll put a little something down here on the screen right now that shows you the website. I think you can get these things on Amazon. I do not have a relationship with the company to give you any type of link or discount code or anything like that. So I'll give you a link to the company. You can check it out, and if something you're looking for, give it a shot. Now this next thing I got was from the folks at Piscifun. Y'all know that I use a lot of their reels on the boat. I even got a pair of their pliers that I really like using. And they sent me this line spooling gadget. And at first I was like, I'm never gonna use this. I've got my thing for line tucked up in the corner of my building and it'll work. Well, I'll be honest with you. I fiddled around with this thing, was shooting some video of it, and I put a small spool on it and spooled some line up. And I was like, that's kind of cool. I like that. And I said, I want to see what it'll do here. I put a big spool on it, one of these like 2 pound, 1 pound spools of Andy line. It worked with that. It's a great little deal if you don't have somebody to like hold a spool and add tension to it. This thing is adjustable. And I do some other little tricks where I add a rag to the back of it to put more resistance on it, because when you're spooling line, you need some resistance to it so it winds onto your spool tight. So this thing, you can put any kind of reel on. You can do a spinning reel, you can do a bait casting reel, you can do a spin casting reel. And like I said, it will hold about any size spool. Obviously the smaller spools work a little bit better just because of the size, but you can stick a big 1 pound, 2 pound spool on there and go to town on it. It's a pretty cool little gadget. It's from the folks at Piscifun. I'll put you a link down below in the description section where you're checking out. And all this stuff is on my gear section on my website. People ask me gear questions all the time. Now that I got comments back on YouTube, I get questions about gear. Pretty much everything I'm using is in the gear section. DieterMelhornFishing.com. There's a link right there on the front page, and you can go there and you can see the different items. There's links to them. Some of them are Amazon affiliate links. Some of them actually go to the website of the different stuff. But yeah, check this stuff out. This stuff is all working. I'm using it continuously, and just figured I'd give you guys a little update on it and let you know. Still working, haven't thrown it in the dumpster, and it may be something that you guys can use. Well, folks, if you made it this far, thank you for watching. Here are a couple more videos that I think you're gonna like. I'd watch that one, and then that one. No, do that one first, and then that one. I don't know, just watch them both. They're both good.